face to face every day with my contender. I wanna do what's right, but my flesh keep it kindling. I beg of the different flesh fight in my spirit. I seen this, the outcome is wicked. I got old love knocking at my door. She like, can you make room one more? Ain't trying to be around all that, I'm trying to ground all that. I'm trying to get back to the way just to confound all that. Time to turn back to the mission. Time to take back what is missing. Checking my bags, I be a minute. Through all the pain and the affliction, I know it's just a war inside. It's just a war inside. Trying to control my mind, but I hold the line. I gotta hold the line. Stay strong and endure. Don't look back. Don't look back. Live the new minute. Just fight back. Yeah. Fight back and win. I'm on it. Lately I've been staying out the way, cause I don't want that bad sneaking up on me today. And I don't waste my time on what people, what they think. I focus on what's mine, doesn't matter what they say. Hey, I learned that love from my brother, not to make friend with the devil. If I offend him, by versa, we gon' bounce back like some rubber. Watch out now, nah. No fiction, straight facts, let the heathen react. This is the patient of the saint, cause it's a war inside. Yes, it's a war inside. And I ain't trying to die, I gotta hold the line, I gotta keep my mind, I gotta hold it down all at the same damn time. War inside, it's just a war inside. Trying to control my mind, but I hold the line. I gotta hold the line. Stay strong and endure. Don't look back, don't look back. In the new minute, just fight back and win. Created to be upright. I ain't something that they don't like. Give me a minute if you don't mind. Understanding it is no price. Worldly lust is what we don't need, but they can tell you what's contrary. You the greatest, but they won't say. So raise your glass as a do say. I'm created to be upright. I'm created to be upright. I'm created to be upright.
Shalom, shalom. This is Soldier Nadiyab from the Anointed House of Saints with the verse of the day. I'm reading the book of Exodus, chapter 19 and verse 4. Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. So Khan, you notice he warned the Israelites. A chapter before he gave the commandments in chapter 20. He gave us a pre-warning, a prerequisite to say we need to have fear him. He showed us his power. Just like our parents did to us when we was little. My mom used to use examples from other people and say, look what they did. You better not do that. So we got to understand that we need to fear the Most High and to hold fast to everything that he said. Shalom.
AHOS.
Cultures develop birthday celebrations separately. The first mentions that we can find in history came from ancient Egypt, where large celebrations were put on for the pharaoh. These celebrations, these birthday celebrations, were coronation dates, symbolic of the pharaoh's birth as a god. It wasn't when he actually was born. It was when he was considered a deity or deified as a god in their culture and their history. This literally means the first birthday celebration wasn't marking the birth of a human, but rather the birth of a god.
Count the book of Leviticus chapter 18 and verse number 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
we have to understand that when we worship or when we celebrate our birthdays, we are put ourselves in the same category as the Pharaoh did.
Shalom, shalom. It's your brother, Captain Aharon. I'm here to bring you the scripture of the day. I'm in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6, and I'm going to read verse 14. It says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness?" And the Most High God is telling us, man, don't be equally yoked with people who don't believe the same thing that you believe. If you don't believe in the Most High God, if you don't believe you have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man, we got to have a discussion, man. We got to work it out, or I got to part ways. But I can't be unequally yoked with somebody who don't believe in the Most High God. It's against my beliefs to do that. And with that, man, shalom.
AHOS.
Jonathan got bars, man. He got bars. But he always making slow music, man. I want to pray to his music and meditate. He can't get hype, man. Sometimes I want to get hype for the Lord. Come on, man.
Blood on the post, 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 keeping them close. Man, we got Frenches and seats on the clothes. Me and my brothers ain't sleeping. We reading the secrets. The deepest you been is the ocean. Now we been swimming in waters that's deeper than rivers to Jordan. We creeping up on them. It's the 14th of the month. Bone Thugs one day late for the show. Oh. Ain't never been out, ever since Red Pen Pals. You too late, you let them in now. We like veterans, niggas us power. These secrets only come through steady, no regrets. We walk through water like Jesus. We raising the dead, you see this. Look at this evening pose. Blood on the post, 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 blood on the post. Blood on the post, 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 blood on the post.
We holding post, chopping up doctrines that ain't coming close. They had up to strike like I'm Warner Franco. We're show toast. Wisdom is better than silver and gold. This water is knocking down wicked Pharaoh. Can't swim through the sea, man, that fan was too slow. Pharaoh was sober-minded, think he can and go. Escape on a starry night, Victor Van Gogh. Living good unchained like Quincy Django. Shoppers down in the hood, now they wanna tango. Death angels coming close, so watch your back, bro. Watch your back, bro. We grilling that lamb, we gon' eat that. That bitter herb, we gon' eat that. Doing this till you how I come and see that. We that. Oh.
Blood on the post. Blood on the post, 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 blood on the post. The Pesach and Nissan. We found faith in Misraim. We got to be strong. Walking through water, pray we don't sing. Strapped up, boots tight. Walking up right, boy, we don't lean. 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 Walking up right, we see that. Blood on the post. Blood on the post, 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 blood on the post.
Shalom, 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 family. Welcome back to another Milk Monday. We got a great class for you. Glad to have everyone in the building tonight. We are Anointed House of Saints coming to you with another Milk Monday class. I'm Officer Knock, and I am here with
Captain y'all. Shalom, y'all.
Shalom is your Officer Boaz on the scene.
all praises, all praises. And before we get started for tonight's class, and before I even give out the title of the class, I want to first give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Mashak Yahweh Shai. I want to thank everyone for being here, all the diligent patrons and congregants who are diligent in being a part of our classes. We appreciate you very much. Also, anyone who's new to the class tonight, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. That's how we get this message out. Please like, share, and subscribe. So before we get started with the lesson, and let me go ahead and get the title out right now. So tonight's lesson, the title of tonight's lesson, because we know that Martin Luther King's birthday was on the 15th. Today is Martin Luther King Day, so we got a special class for you. I'm anxious to see what Captain All has with this, what it's going to bring out. But it is
ain't got nothing to do with his birthday, I'll tell you that.
All right, all praises. The title of the class is tonight is called "What MLK and Lil Nas X Have in Common." Review. What MLK and Lil Nas X have in common. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's going to be revealed tonight. All right. But before we go there, I want to first give a few announcements. First one is any brothers who are wanting to build their brick and wanting to build this kingdom, to get this kingdom back for the nation of Israel and want to join Anointed House of Saints, please, if you would like to do that, please send us an email. Please send us your request for the next prospect phase, which begins January 21st. You can send us an email at anointedhos@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, Prospect Phase 2024 for Anointed House of Saints. We will get that information to you as quickly as possible to get that so you'll know when things get started. Also, we are now promoting our ticket sales for our 2024 second annual 2024. Let me pull it up real quick. Right here, bam. It's the Anointed House of Saints Passover 2024. It will be held on April 21st at 7 p.m. If you want to attend, what you need to do is you need to send us, let me correct that. You need to go to our website at www.anointedhouseofsaints.org. That's www.anointedhouseofsaints.org. It will be taking place in Atlanta, Georgia for the second year. You need to go to our website, purchase your tickets, save your seat so you can join us for this wonderful Passover that we're going to be having for 2024 with the Anointed House of Saints. Please do that ASAP because tickets are going fast. Get your seat reserved, you and your family. Get reserved. Those of you, let me give you a special little thing here. Those of you who are actually have been following and staying with our classes all through the week, please send us an email because we have something special for you. And you won't know until you send that email to purchase your tickets for the Passover. So that's all I'm going to say on that. All right. So with that, let me go ahead and get these shout outs going so we can get class going. We're not going to hold you too long. At least I don't know that. That's up to Captain. We're going to see that. We're going to see. We're going to see how the spirit
at 6. I got to be at work at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
All right, all praises. We're gonna see how the spirit, the spirit might.
All praises. Not ready to go to sleep, y'all.
No, I'm not. Wherever the spirit leads is where I'm going. That's what I'm following. All praises for that. But let's go ahead and get these shout outs going. First, we want to give a special shout out to shalom to Joan Gilchrist. Always shalom to you, sis. Shalom to Malka. Shalom, sis. Good to see you. Shalom to Sister Diane Banzebulon. Shalom. Shalom to Party of Five. Shalom to you. Shalom to Brother Soldier Zebulon Ban Yasharala. Shalom. Shalom to our mighty brother Nazar. Always good to see you, brother. Shalom to Brown, or I'll say BRWN. Shalom. Always good to see you. Of course, we got brother Officer Boaz up on live with us. Shalom to the mighty soldier. Hey, the king of Clubhouse. Let me say this. If y'all want to get some edification, check out Clubhouse. Our brother, our mighty soldier Casadia, is lighting it up. He ain't dealing with no mess. He ain't dealing with no folly. If you want to get edified in the word and the truth of who we are and what we need to do, hook up on Clubhouse and look up Casadia. That's our brother, Soldier Casadia. All praise to you, brother. Shalom to brother John Allen. Shalom always to the mighty sister L. Shalom to the mighty soldier HOS Nadia. Shalom to our brother WWOE World Without End. Shalom. Shalom to sister Anariah, House of Nadab. Shalom to you, sister. Shalom to the mighty captain Yahweh out in the base. Shalom to the brother soldier, mighty soldier DTA Twan. Shalom to the mighty soldier Yaakov Israel. Shalom to the mighty soldier Be Like Enter Soldier Gary. Shalom to him. Shalom to the mighty soldier AHOS Karataza over there in the North Kakalaki. Shalom to our mighty captain Judah in North Kakalaki. Hey, they're trying to represent. They're trying to rep. Shalom to our brother Shavis. I hope I pronounced that right. Shalom to the mighty brother Yakum Yah in North Kakalaki. Shalom to our mighty that's the mighty captain Yakum Yah. Shalom to the mighty officer Shemaiah in Texas. Shalom to Sky Anderson. Shalom. Shalom to the mighty soldier AHOS soldier Araya. Shalom to sister Belen Christella. Shalom to you, sis. Shalom to the mighty officer Shaquat out in the Bay. And if I didn't get anyone else, if you chime in and you post in the chat, I will try. Oh, see,
Shaquat's the captain. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, Captain Shaquat. And shalom to I Am Too Busy. If I missed anyone else, salakia for that. If you do post in the chat, I will try and shout you out in the end of class. But before we start class, right? Do I got my? Hold up. Because I'm always prepared. See, I'm always marking up.
Shalom.
You see what I'm saying? So let's get your pens, let's get your notepads, let's get your apocrypha, let's get your KJV Bible. You know what I'm saying? Get these precepts down, whatever precepts come out, so you can go back and you can share with your family. But without further ado, hold on, we got some more that came in. I think shalom to Sister Rose, shalom to Ari, shalom sis. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get this class started, and I'm gonna turn it on over to Captain All. It's all yours, Captain.
All right. Shalom, y'all. Of course, we want to give. Here we go. Already not.
No, you good. You good on my end from what I see.
Look, shalom. We want to give all honor and praise to the Most High Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. What's up, Ari? How you doing, King? Good to see you, bro. Been a minute. But so while we waiting for people to get in the room and everything, just want to kind of break to y'all the reason we doing the class, right? Obviously, like Knox said, it is Martin Luther King Day, right? I'm sure 98% of y'all didn't have a day off work, right? That's because 1% of y'all work for the government and the other percent of y'all don't have a job. But for the kids, right? But like the thing I want to get y'all to understand is, first of all, I'm not going to be calling MLK gay in this video. So if you came in here thinking there was going to be some conspiracy theory like that, you could dip. Hit the like button like Judah said. There's a second thing. Third thing is there's definitely some things that they have in common, right? And we're going to break that down today. Whether you like it, understand it, believe it or not, right? So first thing we have to understand about Martin Luther King. There's been videos in the past, and you know me, where I've talked bad about the brother, right? And last year, Judah made sure to remind me this morning. Last year, I spoke good about the brother. So we're going to talk good about MLK this year, right? Ain't no more talking bad about Martin. But with that being said, there's some facts we got to put out there. And if you remember the class we did last week, explaining the whole thing with Cat Williams, here we go. Here it is. So explaining the whole thing with Cat, here, I'm tired of looking at it already. So while we was explaining the thing with Cat Williams, right? we're in a situation where basically I'm explaining to you guys the boule, the breakdown of that thing, right? And as many of you should know, if you've seen any of my classes in the past, MLK was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, which is the boule chapter of the fraternity groups, right? So he would have been a boule member himself. If you know anything about him, there was a time when he worked, for the people. But towards the end of his life, right? I'm saying like maybe within the last couple of months before his death. Yeah. Judah, I can't, bro. It's gonna start tripping. But hold on. What Jay Allen say?
That's not what we're
Okay,
saying.
yeah. I definitely said I'm not NOT. Not. There's no MLK gay conspiracy. I said the way that they're the same is going to be different, and I'm going to explain that, Brother John. So just wait and listen. So I look fine now. You ain't see it a second ago. It look ridiculous. So, but what I want you to understand is this, right? So we spoke about the whole boule thing with Kat, and we showed you guys how Shannon is a gatekeeper for the boule, right? His club Shay Shay is a gatekeeper show. The drink that he has everybody drink is a Le Portier, which is the drink that they use when they do their gatekeeper rituals, right? It literally means the gatekeeper or the doorway, right? Or the doorman in French, depending on the context and how you use it. Porter, portier, right? So basically, it kind of was fitting that this week happened to be the very next week. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about MLK on MLK Day, and he happened to be a boule member as well. So there's some things that MLK did that fell in line with the agenda of the people, right? For those of you that don't know, because they teach us about the Martin Luther King speech, right? The famous one, the I Have a Dream speech, right? They teach us that speech in school, but don't really give us the breakdown of how it came about. See, there was a speech written by a Jewish man and an actual gay guy, and a FBI informant pretending to be Martin's best friend, lawyer, and speechwriter, right? So we got the Levison dude, we got Bayard Gayard Rustin, and we got Clarence Jones, right? The FBI informant / best friend.
Now I know where you're going, Kevin. I'm sorry, but I was gonna bring that out, but I'm glad you brought those names out because that's exactly what I was gonna bring out.
That means you got some stuff that we could talk about. So Clarence, right? Clarence is, for those of you guys that don't know, y'all can look him up. I'm not gonna bring him up because I don't like Clarence. But Clarence was well, I'm not gonna show him. I'm gonna bring him up, but I'm not gonna show him. I don't, y'all could Google Clarence yourself. So Clarence was the guy posing to be Martin's friend. You know what I'm saying? When Martin went to Israel, Clarence was the one that basically told him to give the speech, right? And the last speech he gave tried to stop him from giving that speech, rather. The last speech he gave, which is, I've led my people into a burning house. I regret what I did. Forget the white people. This was all a lie, right? That speech. He didn't want him to give that one. The one he wanted him to give was the one he gave, the like Gettysburg Address type speech.
Yeah.
Like a Abraham Lincoln, the slave master, right? So what happens is this Jewish guy, you guys on the channel, y'all know about Jewish people, right? The Jewish people. So yeah, Al Sharpton was a low level runt at the time. So regardless of what he tells you, right? Al wasn't really involved in none of this stuff right here. Al was just somebody marching with Martin. You feel me? He didn't get his name till afterwards, like Farrakhan. Right. Farrakhan wasn't nobody big in the Nation of Islam until after Malcolm was killed, right? Then he got his name. So same, literally the same concept. which is why I would argue both of them have the same job, if you get what I'm coming at, which we're going to talk about in a second. But anyway, so good old Clarence, right? He's this FBI informant that is working with I know you're gonna know, Knock. What's the white guy name? The dude that ran the COINTELPRO?
Oh,
or maybe you know Boaz.
I know the name, but it's
maybe somebody in the chat know. What's the white boy name? The
What's
old
the
ugly white
name?
guy look like Matilda's daddy. Ran COINTELPRO, ran with Eisenhower and stuff. They was best friends. He always looked old his whole life, like
J. Edgar Hoover.
There you go. That's his name. Yeah, J. Edgar Hoover. So J. Edgar Hoover had one job, and that was to basically go around to the water, Cap. So J. Edgar Hoover had one job, which was to go through all of the different, big bodies of woke people in the United States and find ways to infiltrate them, right? He did this with the Nawapians and the raper dude, what's his name? Malachi York, right? His way of, like, Malachi's way after him, but the way that they got Malachi is literally the same tactic that he taught everybody. So that's recent time, the way they got Malachi, right? Old time would be like your his tactic is what basically took out your Marcus Garveys and your Noble Drew Ali's, your what's his name? Your Martins, your Malcolms, right? All these different people. The dude that ran the Black Panther Party, the young brother that got killed, right? So, in fact, that movie that they just made about him last couple years, whatever it was, last year, the year before that, that was actually a movie describing the way that J. Edgar Hoover would actually infiltrate different groups, right? I would even argue that at this point, they've probably got somebody within the Israelite group, right? We actually knew of one who passed away. So, but regardless of that fact, that's their tactic, right? Crafty counsel. And what they do when they infiltrate these groups is they'll have people do certain things. So either these guys will commit a crime to make the group look bad, or they'll, if the group has a large influence like Martin and Malcolm had, right? They might get them to make a certain speech that they know they can use to influence the people later on, like they did with us, right? They taught, they had Martin have a speech that was written, right, for him. He didn't write the speech, regardless of what you've heard in school, right? The I have a dream part wasn't even part of the speech. The dream was something that Malcolm, that Martin always had his, that he spoke about all the time, right? It wasn't exactly always the same dream, but he always spoke about a dream, right? When he first started, he had a dream of black people being on top, being able to run things like they did with Black Wall Street and everything like that before they burned it down. Then he met Gandhi and he got all into them books and stuff like that, right? And he became the guy that, after reading Gandhi's books and stuff, he goes into a situation where he jumps off the Malcolm mind state, I'll call it, bandwagon, into the Gandhi mind state, where he's all about peace. So now his dream is about black people being able to just live in peace and harmony. And then it progresses from black people living in peace and harmony to black people living in peace and harmony with the oppressor, right? And Esau, of course, knows once it gets to this level, he's going to be able to use that at some point. Because now if he could teach us that in school and get us to the point where we never want to separate from them, we'll never have a Black Wall Street again, right? We'll never have a Tulsa. We'll never have any of that type of stuff. A Lake Lanier, a Nacogdoches, Texas, right? So all these type of things are part of the crafty counsel that the Bible talks about, right? That would literally have Esau and other nations work with them to keep us from doing the things that we're supposed to do to get us up out of this captivity into the heaven that was meant for us from the beginning, right? So right quick, give me Psalm chapter 83. And y'all follow me, right? Because in a minute we're gonna get to Lil Nas X and explain how he's basically in the same position, right?
83 and 1.
Yeah, you can start 3 and 2.
God, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that Flaky. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
See that? Read that again, brother. Like
Con,
you want to read
con.
it.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
See that? So the enemies make a tumult. They basically have created something. They've come up with a thought, right? And they've had a council. They've had meetings about it, right? On basically how they can stop the Israelites from being the Israelites. And one of the ways is to stop us from thinking like the Israelites, right? One of the things that we got with the law that Moses gave us was a way to think, right? And the law basically puts you in that mind state. There's a patriarchal type of way of thinking that comes along with it. There's a respect for law that comes along with it. There's a respect for order that comes along with it, right? And Esau knew that if he could break these things from us, we could be basically whatever he wants us to be, right? And there were certain strategic ways they were going to do that, right? It had to start with us never wanting to separate from them, though. In the speech that Martin gave, whether he knew it or not, the dream part that he threw in there on his own was something that they were going to just use against him. And at first, he loved it because it got him a bunch of fame. He became this famous guy, right? Everybody on the whole planet now knows who he is. He's getting Nobel Peace Prizes and all this stuff, right? He's getting to shake hands with the Rockefellers and all the famous Jewish people, right? Basically. He's big time Boule member, right? So he's getting all the accolades and everything that he always wanted at this point. So he kind of was clouded by the jewelry, if you will, for a moment. But what ended up happening was Martin got to the point where he realized what was going on. He went to Israel, found out we were the Israelites, came back, spoke to some people, and realized there were some things that were not exactly the way that he thought they were going to be, and saw that there were agendas being made based off the simple speech that he gave, right? He thought the speech was going to bring us together, but then he realized that this speech was actually being used against him. And once he realized that, he started giving other speeches to wake the people up again. And once he was found out about that, right, after the Harry Belafonte show, where he told everybody on the show that, he's integrated his people into a burning house, at that point, he was basically fed up, right? So, because, you got to understand, his houses is getting burned, families harassed, people around him harassed, all that type of stuff. So he's in a situation where he's basically trying to explain that he knows he effed up without saying, I know I effed up. So he eloquently says on TV or on the show, however it was, right? Because I wasn't born then, but the Harry Belafonte show lets everybody know that he integrated people into a burning house, right? And at that point, the target was on his back. Same way when Malcolm gave his big old speech, right? Target was on his back. Problem was, it was opposite, right? Malcolm started off as the hard guy, roughneck, that wanted revenge at the beginning and then became the soft guy at the end. And that's what killed him, right? Martin was the hard guy at the beginning, became the soft guy for the majority of the time, and then got hard at the end, and that's what killed him, right? So we see the nuances in how they both died, how it's opposite but the same. But also something you got to think of is neither one of it was actually the way that the Most High intended it for it to be, based on how he wanted us to wake up, right? So that brings us to Lil Nasty X.
Slack it.
Uh-huh.
I want to ask you before you go to Lil Nas X.
Because I'm going to go back to Martin, but just
I had a precept.
How they the same.
I had a precept, but I didn't know if you were going to bring it out, but it was kind of along the lines of what you were saying about when you brought up I Have a Dream. I wanted to bring up a script.
Go ahead, because he's going to finish Psalm 83 too. So you can bring that out right quick.
Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 32. And before I read this, I just want to preface this by saying the I Have a Dream speech was, and like Captain is kind of bringing out, Martin Luther King had certain people that drafted a lot of his speeches. So a lot of the words in the phraseology in these speeches didn't come from Martin. So let's just understand that. But we know that the Bible speaks of things like this, especially when it comes to those saying that they have a dream, right? And this is what it did for our people. And this is kind of shows what Martin, when he gave this speech, which was drafted by other people, where it put us today, kind of like where it has us today. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 32. And it reads, "Behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith Yahweh, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies and by their lightness." We know that a lot in that speech, it spoke of, black boys and white girls and coming together and being all one. And
there's a part in Jeremiah 23 that I'm gonna bring out. So, but I wasn't gonna get to this part. So this is actually good that you brought this, because there's a precept I'm gonna bring out in Sirach that I'm sure you know that coincides very well with what you just brought out. So
let me and I'm gonna finish. It saith Yahweh, and do tell them and cause my people to err by their lies and by their lightness. Yet I sent them not, nor commanded them. Therefore, they shall not profit this people at all, saith the Lord. And we know right off the top, integration did not help our people. Matter of fact, it wasn't even integration. It was more of assimilation. And it did not help our people.
It was assimilated integration. That's what I would call it.
All right. I like that too.
Because it wasn't like, all right, you could say for, I guess to an extent that, what you call it? Like during the Great Depression, when we had the Black Wall Streets and all the strong black cities and towns, right? That we kind of were still integrated, because it wasn't like we weren't around any white people. You know what I'm saying? It's just black folks ran the town. Most of the businesses were ours. Right. There were still white folks there. Feel me? So it's a situation where it's like, yeah, we still had them around us, but we were in places and had the mind state to where it didn't matter. They wasn't going to stop what we was doing. What the civil rights thing did, it made us kind of be like, well, we don't need to start anything. Right? Let's just do what they want us to do. And that's what ended up happening. We did what they want us to do. So, yeah, I agree with that. And that's a great precept. But something we want to bring out, right? Lil Nas. Boaz, you got any of them videos? Let's put them up right quick. Right?
Boaz got the receipts.
I would
just
say
anything you got. Just pull something up with the nasty nigga in it.
I got the YouTube. I can play the YouTube, but it's gonna be on mute. But I got the lyrics.
We don't have to.
Why is it gonna be?
Yeah. You could say the lyrics afterwards. We have it on mute because I guess copyright or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's fine. Go ahead and put it up right quick. Before you play it though, I'm gonna say something. So, Lil Nas, right? The same way that Martin's speech has been used against him to basically force us to integrate and assimilate, right? Now you see things on TV 60 years later, 50 years later, whatever it is, right? It's nothing but interracial relationships. Whereas you never would have saw that during the time of Martin and Malcolm, right? Because they wanted you to be afraid of something like that. But now they've made it open for you because now they've got you thinking that they're your friends, right? Before you knew they were your enemy and they wanted you to be scared, right? So that you don't cross them. Because when they weren't showing you enough of that fear, giving you enough of that fear, rather, we created things for ourselves. So that put them in a situation where they had to find ways to stop us from creating, right? For ourselves. Not creating, period, because now we create music, right? It's still things that they think is for us, but really it's helping them, right?
Right.
An example of that is the Leo Cohen interview, where he explains to you, yeah, I don't give a damn that any of you people are dying because of the music that we put out. I got to feed my family.
That's right.
Right? So it's all about that, basically. And there's an agenda that's been pushed where these, Cohens and the Levisons of the world, right?
Levies.
Yeah, the Levies, they have basically and literally put themselves in a strategic spot to be able to use us however they want, right? And all they have to do is get a prominent figure that they know that they can use to sway us and make that figure do things that, they want that figure to do, right? Whether you're Black, Hispanic, Native American, you could go to the Hispanic culture. You could look at people like Bad Bunny, right? PR. He's somebody who Hispanic people know. He's told folks he's openly sold his soul. He got all these crazy videos and stuff, just like Lil Nas X. If you don't speak Spanish, you probably don't know who the hell he is. But the same way Lil Nas got videos of him dancing on the devil, this dude got videos of like him in a dress with chains on and the Illuminati like moving him around like a puppet. Right? So it's like little things like that they put in videos to let you know there's an agenda and it's being pushed. But if you don't have a spiritual eye to see what's going on in the videos, you wouldn't even catch what's going on. You just think there's some dudes with the chains on. Looks like some Mortal Kombat stuff.
Right.
Right? But the dudes with the hoods on, the symbolism, this is the 7 guys around the table, the symbolism, and the chains as puppeteer strings, the symbolism, right? And the words coming out of their mouth as that scene is coming, like these things all mean something. So that's the type of things that we come out here to try to show you guys week in and week out, right? When we do videos like this. So that's the thing with Lil Nas. And it started with the fact that they were able to accomplish what they accomplished with Martin's speech, right? And now they've given him a day to commemorate him. Malcolm doesn't have a day. Marcus Garvey don't have a day. Yakanan doesn't have a day. Jesus don't even have a day. Christmas ain't his birthday. They know that.
Right.
But they gave Malcolm a day. Why? Because what Malcolm did that they didn't even have to make him do, the I have a dream part that wasn't in the speech, right? It caused them to be able to treat us the way that they treat us now. We could get shot in the streets and they know that all we're going to do is march because we love them now. They could beat the hell out of Rodney King and all we're going to do is destroy our own community because we love them now. And we're scared at the same time. So we're not going to go to Buckhead. We're not going to go to the white neighborhoods. We're not going to go to Hollywood, Bel Air. We're not going to do that. No, hell no. What? You tap one of the mansions, them cops will kill you, nigga. They'll put you under the jail and kill you under the jail. What are you talking about? That's just a straw neighborhood. They'll be all right with it. All them Indians and stuff like that will be cool. None of them are white. Right? So it's them type of things that we got to understand. Brown says, so do these figures gain traction on their own and then they're picked up to sway us? Or it actually depends, right? Like, I used to be in the music industry and stuff like that. Sometimes you go to music conferences and things. I got signed at a music conference by Blue Vision Def Jam. If you don't do what they want, they could put you on the shelf and leave you there, right? And you can decide to leave and all that type of stuff. If you do what they want, there's different options depending on what you did that you can choose from, right? So that's how it works. And a lot of the people that you see chose certain options. Lil Nas's option, because there's videos out there that people are close to him saying he's not even gay, that he's acting like this for the bread, you know what I mean? To get whatever type of status and all that type of stuff that he wants. If that's the truth, he could really be gay. I don't know. He could be gay now. He might have not been gay at the beginning and he's gay now because of the things he did. I don't know. Diddy parties, feel me? But so
if you got to
like,
go.
I mean, hey, I'm sure he went to some of them because other little boys was talking about Diddy was trying to have him on the bed and they're the same age as Lil Nas X and they did videos together. So I don't know why. Anyway, so like the thing I'm trying to say is there's a lot of situations where people, including Diddy, right, are able to act the way that they act and do the things that they do because a certain person and people and group of people are in charge now, right? And they're in charge because they have people like Diddy and Lil Nas X to do the dirty work for them, basically. They don't have to go on the news and tell all the black people they want us to act a certain way. All they got to do is put a Lil Nas X on TV. What in the world?
Crazy.
Hold on. No, what's going on? Sorry about that. Something tried to pop up on my computer. But hold on. All right. So like Lil Nas X, he's put there to, sway your children and make them gay. Honestly, if you just want the facts, right? He's there to push the gay agenda. He wouldn't be able to push the gay agenda though if we weren't integrated with the people that want us to be gay. And that's how they think Martin Luther King. So they give him a day every year to be able to push that stuff, right? Yeah. TD Jakes wouldn't be able to be a power bottom preacher if it weren't for us integrating with the people that invented power bottom preaching, right? It started in Greece, right? Ironically, unfortunately, Martin was practicing the Greek culture as an alpha, right? That's how the boule came about. That's how he got caught up in the mess he was caught up in the first place, right? And because of the status of the boule, what did we teach you guys last week? The boule is a fraternity that literally celebrates the status of Black culture, right? The status and well-doing of Black people. So basically, in literal terms, status and material possessions is basically what they care about, right? Material wealth. And when Martin's put on a stage and he's given the Nobel Peace Prize, he's basically got one of the biggest material possessions that America gives, right? In a room of the boule with a bunch of niggas trying to be like white people, they're making him think he's the greatest man on the planet. So he's clouded by all the clout that he attracted after giving that speech and adding the dream part to it, right? Many of y'all don't know, he wasn't even going to say nothing about that dream. His homegirl was like, tell about the dream, Martin. I'm going to show you the clip and the proof of that, right? And he was like, I had a dream. He paused for a second. I had a dream, right? It wasn't because he was written. He was feeling it. He damn spirit hopped on him or something and made him say something in the Bible that was a lie. That the Bible said a prophet, an Israelite, would say, right? Somebody that the people think is for him, that probably really is for the people. But this one thing that's going to come out of his mouth is going to change the game forever. And it did. And that thing that came out of his mouth was a lie. His dream was something that should have never happened. But it was prophesied to happen. And when it happens, all hell would break loose for the people. Right? And they'd be in such a docile mind state, they wouldn't even know it. That's how his dream became a nightmare. And when he realized that was the plan, he tried to stop it, and they shot him in the head. And when he survived, they suffocated him at the hospital. It was that important, right? Mm-hmm. And now they're telling you he died because he said something about the war. Nah, nigga. He died because he told us who we was when he came back from Israel. The prime minister over there told him who we was. He came back and told us who we was, right? That's why all them people from the Nation of Islam, after he died, start going. When Bobby and Whitney found out, when they joined the Nation of Islam, they went and found out we was the children of Israel. Y'all forgot? These are things you got to remember, put into your recollection. Like, he was told the truth, came back and told the truth. He gave the speech. I may not make it to the mountaintop with you, but I've seen it. What are you talking about? Nigga just came from Israel last week before he gave that speech. What you think he found out when he went to Israel? Oh, Malcolm was right. We're not black. Oh, okay. Well, damn, I need to go back and tell them people because that Leviathan motherfucker lied to me. Right? And then pew, he goes back, tells everybody what happens, and there's a agent in the room though, right? That brings us to the second point. A lot of the things they do, they can't do without somebody from our nation agreeing to allow it to happen, right? So, like with Malcolm, one of the guys in the room when he was on stage and he got shot, allegedly, one of the guys that shot him was one of the dudes in his crew, right? That knew what was going to be going on, that knew how the speech was going to go, that knew how the security was going to be set up. And that's how they knew what weapons they could bring in, where they needed to stand, how they needed to hide the weapons, and how they'd be able to just slide up out of there when it happens. It was orchestrated. Same thing with Martin. How you think they knew he was going to go onto the balcony at that time? They had somebody in the room working for them. his first name is Clarence and his last name rhymes with Malone, like vocab, right? Both of them, we would argue, are agents.
Clarence Jones.
Clarence Jones, right? Not Clarence Thomas, though. He might be one too, but Clarence Jones, right? So
Clarence Benjamin Jones.
Yeah, that brother. He might be a Benjamite too. Ravening Wolf, he is. Yes. But Lil Nas X, Boaz, can you, before you finish them scriptures, can you just show us a clip?
All right.
Some people, might not have known or seen what's going on here. So this the same dude that did the video with Billy Ray Cyrus, right? And talked about riding on his horse on the Old Town Road, right? And then he did the video with him twerking on the devil, right? And now he's pretending to be Jesus with a lace front.
Damn.
Check, and he's eating the communion, right? Like a glut.
Smart man.
So hold on a second. What's this dude name? Hold on a minute, guys. Because I saw something right before I hopped on this joint. Are you kidding me? All right, let's see if this is gonna work. It's probably not. Damn it. Okay. All right. Hold on, guys. My bad. So look. Let me try to pull this chunk up. Because he actually gave a little apology, right? Kind of, sort of, ish. But, wasn't really one. Hold on a second. There we go. Bow. And my problem is, right? There's guys in the industry that people act like they doing things good. Like this dude, D1 Music. He's come out trying to make it seem like he's trying to make things right. And the dude didn't really give no, and he's this big Christian guy and stuff, big Christian rapper and everything. He didn't even get no apology. And he literally is trying to boo-boo on the Messiah of the Christians, right? And this dude just tells him this is the first step in the right direction. I don't understand that. There was no rebuke given. And that's not the way it should go when we talking about, biblical things. So, I don't know if this is going to play because I ain't never did this on the computer before. I don't even know how this works. Let me see. Yeah, how do you do this? Wait. Okay. Bet. All right. So let me pull this up right quick so y'all can see it. This nigga got on a bonnet. All right.
I wanted to not necessarily apologize, but I wanted to explain like where my head at and where it's been for like the last week. So first of all, when I did the artwork, I knew like there would be some upset people or whatnot.
The artwork. Do you have a picture of him on the cross?
Do I?
Yeah. Or video or anything?
I got a great one.
Pull that up right quick, brother. Because what this is, right? What you guys got to understand about him, I know like a lot of y'all don't know who he is, and I don't really know who he is much either. But the younger generation, if you have any kids, I guarantee you they know who this guy is. And the reason they had him start with Billy Ray Cyrus is because of what? Billy Ray Cyrus is known for a big-time TV show and having a daughter, Miley Cyrus, right? Who had a Disney Channel show at some time. Even though she's this big raunchy whatever star she is now, she's still known as a Disney star in a lot of aspects, right? Still to some people, because uh, sometimes her show Hannah Montana still comes on TV. So there's kids that look at her like that, and they do that on purpose, right? So this guy comes out with the song with Billy Ray, who all the kids think is just Hannah Montana's daddy, right? They don't know him for Achy Breaky Heart. That song's too old for them, right? And it's trash, so nobody's playing it. But point is, he's out there with Billy Ray, literally talking about something really gay, and
Hey, that's a
and
bar.
Gotta get you
he's
on the
just
mic, bro.
he's
Gotta get
just
you on the
sitting
mic.
there. Hey, he's just sitting there like just allowing it to happen, right? In America, allowed it to happen. He did a performance with it at the BET Awards and everything. They have Billy Ray at the BET Awards, and the boy got on pink cowgirl boots, right? And then comes out he's gay. So this starts the controversy, but due to Obama and that outrage of him letting the people be gay in the first place and everything like that, right? Puts us in a situation where now people have to accept it, whether they like it, understand it, believe it or not. That's the mind state that they put themselves in. They don't have to accept it, but that's what they make themselves think, right? Especially if they're Democrats. Because what? They know that most of the black people are Democrats now. And they purposely made the Democrats be the ones to make, homosexuality legal and everything, so that the majority of the people that follow that party would be forced to follow it, right? Yeah, Knock got a couple twins, if you've seen them, right? Knock got like quadruplets, and he the oldest one. He came out first. That's all. But but like so like Lil Nas is just a corporate, right? He's somebody that they're using as a pawn to trick the little kids into accepting this lifestyle, right? So that when they go to school and, what Kano talks about all the time, the drag reading time, there's this teacher with a little tiny dress on and his nuts is hanging through the dress, like you've seen in Scary Movie or whatever, right? And he's reading to your children in the middle of the library, right? Trying to make his voice sound like this. And they're asking themselves questions like, is that a dude or a woman? But they're too young to comprehend what he actually is, right? So, and the teacher is telling them, this is a woman, this is Mrs. Johnson, right? And Mrs. Johnson is showing through the dress. So it's just ridiculous. But nevertheless, the teacher is letting everybody know this is Mrs. Johnson, right? And the kids have to believe it because they're kids. Even when they grow up, realizing Mrs. Johnson was a man, they laugh about it later on, and it's like, oh, well, hey, it is what it is. And because they had that type of experience where it is what it is, they grew up thinking that, well, it ain't my lifestyle, so it is what it is. I don't care if people do with their body. It's their body. And then they start giving you them type of responses, right? Now, it's our nation giving them type of responses. And, 10 years down the line, it might be a situation where we're not procreating as fast as we used to because what? You're not trying to anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's gay or cool with it. All the brothers is messing with transsexuals because it's cool to do, right? That's the type of atmosphere that they're trying to start. And sorry for getting vulgar or whatever, but the way it happens and the reason it's like that is because of what was allowed after the Martin Luther King speech with the integration, right? And the people we happened to unfortunately integrate with, the vilest people on earth, and hunting hunters at the same time. So of course they're going to be able to think of things that say, yo, hey, there's got to be a way that we can stop them from procreating. Let's make them all gay, right? I told you guys about the pork thing. The worm in pork that could change your sexual preference, right? I got to look back up. I always forget. But and then they put pork in everything, right? There's 18 burgers at every single fast food restaurant that got a piece of bacon on it. Every restaurant you could go to, not fast food, but sit down, pay a tip, order alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Go out with your boys, your girl, whatever it is. These restaurants, they putting pork in the mashed potatoes, in the green beans, right? It's pork in everything because it's a possibility that if you eat enough of this stuff, it could change your sexual preference. You could go from a straight man to a down low man and not even realize why. Right? So, and they're not telling you this in school because they don't want you to realize it. If it happens, damn, I need to stop eating pork. Right? So it's like these are the type of things that wouldn't be able to happen, once again, if we wouldn't have been integrated with the people we've been integrated with. Yeah, the Baker Supreme, all of that. And Little Nas, due to the integration and how far it's gotten, due to them allowing homosexuality to be a legal thing and marriages to be a thing that happens, right? And hate for them and homophobia, because ain't nobody scared of them, but not wanting to be around homosexuals, I'm gonna say, for that being a bad thing, right? And for you to be looked at now as some weirdo, that's something that was engineered to be the case. It ain't just happened by chance. That's what you got to understand, right? And there's a long case study of events that took place in order for the way we live now to be the way we live now, right? And it ain't just with this, it's with the way the women are, the way the men are, right? How the women are over masculine. They don't want to listen to nothing. They don't deal with order. They don't take accountability. They're not good at raising the children. Most of them can't cook, right? The men are effeminate. They don't know how to fix anything, not even cut the grass. They lazy. Best thing they're good at is playing video games. Most of them don't even know how to get a job or make a resume, right? So it's like, these are the type of things that we deal with now. And it's all because of the people we were forced to integrate with. Because when we had our own school system, we were taught how to not be that. Right? You were forcing your kids to go outside and play, not stay inside and do the video game thing because that's what everybody else is doing. Right? You were making your kids go outside and play basketball, not getting them an iPad because that's what the white kids are getting. You didn't give a damn about what the white kids were getting. Feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the stuff we lost and the attitude we lost because we were forced to integrate. And it wasn't Martin's fault, but something he put in the speech that he thought was going to be beneficial ended up hurting everybody in the end. Right? So, I want to finish this, and then I'm going to show you guys something about the Martin Luther King speech. We're going to get a couple precepts, and we could get up out of here. So, hold on. Actually, let's show this first. Show that, please, Boaz. So this is part of the agenda, right? You guys have seen the Prince of Egypt. If you ask, hey, Knock, has he seen the Prince of Egypt?
You seen the Prince of Egypt? Yeah.
He's a rare child. You're doing good, Knock. Congratulations. So look, 99.2% of the children's Knock son's age that you guys on the screen right there and younger don't even know what the Prince of Egypt is. Probably don't even know what Egypt is. Right? So what we have to understand is that already puts our people at a disadvantage when they put stuff up like this. Because your parents, you know, the single moms we got out there that are my age, that are real stupid, they're going to tell their kids, oh, look, baby, that's Moses. But really, that's Lil Nasty X, you dummy. He ain't nothing like Moses. Right? Look, Moses would never do that. You feel me? But all the women out there with their little sons, right, and their little daughters, that's my age, they gonna tell their kids when they see that thing come on TV, VH1, MTV, MTV2, BET, right? Oh, look, baby, that's Moses. Oh, now he's Beyonce. Oh, come on, bro. What is this? You can't keep doing this. So we have to put ourselves in a situation where we educate our kids on how is this allowed to happen. Well, it started with Martin Luther King Day. They give Martin Luther King a day so that they can basically thank him, right? The same way they Thanksgiving, right? They thank the Native Americans without thanking the Native Americans for letting them kill them and take the land that they live on now, right? They're thanking Martin Luther King by giving him a day for, the speech that he gave and the one part of the speech that allowed them to create this for our people.
That's crazy.
Right? They could make a dude who's openly gay pretend to be a biblical figure that wrote the law on not being gay. Ain't that crazy? And then on top of that, he gets to pretend to be Jesus and wear nails like that and a lace front wig.
You know how hot it is?
Really? All right. So look.
Yeah.
Now that you understand the magnitude of what's going on here,
I got a preset.
Hold that for just a second. Let's hear the apology of the devil first.
No, yeah, you got it. Not. You gotta pull it up.
What's that?
Oh, I got to pull it up. Damn.
You people, fuck you to the Christians. Like, it wasn't.
Salakia for the language. I didn't know he was gonna cuss, but yeah. Anyway.
It was not that. It was literally me saying, "Oh, I'm back like Jesus." Like that was like the whole thing. I'm
back like Jesus.
Nope. You tried it. Christ
like Jesus, huh?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Bruh, back like Jesus. So Jesus coming back with a lace front in some Roman clothing.
In a toga, right.
Nigga, please. A lace front with Roman clothing
and long
and the pinky nail that you do stitch braids with.
And stiletto pumps.
Stiletto pumps. Yeah.
With the dagger nails.
Right. With the Catwomans. Mm-hmm. So
meow mix.
Jesus ain't coming back like that. Yeah, I don't even want to mention the sex collar. We ain't even gonna put that on the site. But yo, he ain't coming back. Like, this is crazy. What's the lace front? Yakuya. Hey, Yakuya. We gotta put this on the screen because this is how bad. Yakuya.
Come on.
Lace front is what you never want to see on a woman. Okay, that's how bad society's gotten.
Hey, but
men
also,
Yakuya age don't even know what a lace front is.
Hold on,
men my age never seen a girl without a lace front. Ain't that something?
That's great.
Captain Yakum. But if you ever run into a woman with a lace front, you gonna know it's a lace front.
You gonna know.
Yeah, it's gonna be just like Lil Nas X. Mm-hmm. It might be Lil Nas X. Yeah. So that's crazy though, right? Yakum goes, "What's a lace front?" And guys, Yakum is not 90 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Nowhere near it.
I don't even think he's 60.
Nope.
Nah.
He's not. Nope.
Feel me? So that means at Yakum age bracket, that's Handsome Hank. He able to still He able to still pull women that don't wear no lace fronts. And I didn't see the old ladies with the hair now.
Oh man.
Right? I didn't see the old ladies with the Isaiah 3. You feel
Right.
me? But Yakum y'all saying he still see them out there and they ain't got it. My age group, look, see, Yakum y'all put he 57, right?
There he goes.
My age group, you ask a brother, what's natural hair? He gonna say, what's that? Natural hair? You talking about waves? What? Afro? What you mean? Huh? Ponytail? I ain't never seen a girl with a ponytail. Nah. Like, that's what most of the brothers my age say. Right? That's how bad it's got. But I digress. So anyway, like Lil Nas X, right? He was just pretending to be Moses, as you saw. Then the very next clip, he's Beyonce with a mustache. It was crazy. He didn't shave the mustache off, but so complete cross dresser at this point, right? So the next clip is Beyonce with a goatee. Shalom, Cap.
Shalom, that one.
Then the next one, I don't know what he was, Catwoman, and then he's Jesus.
Right.
So right. Just like I don't know what that was, I don't know what he was either. So like it's like, bruh, I don't understand why our people don't understand that this is a ploy to distract us and to make us not give a damn about how our kids act and what they accept, right? Because you cool with them accepting Lil Nas X. When he goes on TV, he's at the BT Awards kissing men and stuff and dancing on devils. Like, I don't understand why people haven't canceled him completely yet, right? It's rappers that get canceled for worse, or for less, I should say. A lot less, right? Straight rappers. This is a gay dude, though, that hasn't been canceled yet. And he's done everything in the book to be canceled, right? Like, y'all canceled a nigga for ratting. What's his name? 6ix9ine, right? But you won't cancel this dude for pretending to be gay Jesus and Moses?
Right.
Yeah. He's the captain of the Transformers. Literally.
Deceptive.
You ask anybody, that's literally what they know him as. Even at the end of his apology, after I finished playing, you're gonna hear him say, I'm not this devil dude or whatever. Because he hears the rumors about himself. He knows what it is. Right? And he knows what he is. He knows he's a plant to do that type of stuff. There's a couple of guys that they got that they're gay and was funny. There was the little gay Vine boy, the black kid with the flat top. I forget his name. Always smiling and stuff. Younger brother, right? He used to make the Vine videos when Vine was popular. Just be smiling and doing feminine stuff and dressing up like a girl and putting his mama's lace front wig on, right? What Cat Williams say? They're willing to promote anybody willing to act like a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that could play a woman better than they could play a man, they're willing to, put in a position of authority, put in a position of fruitful possessions, right?
Jay Versace.
That's his name. Yeah. Jay Harachi Gay Versace. That's what we used to call him, right? Because before he said he was gay, everybody knew he was gay, and we knew that that's why they put him out there. And the girls, right? I hate to bring y'all up like this, but y'all be the ones allowing this stuff to get popular, right? Girls was like, instead of, yo, this gay dude is corny, y'all was telling everybody he's funny. So people start following him and he gets famous, right? Then he disappears. Ironically. Now you don't hear him no more. He ain't big time no more. You don't really see him like that. He ain't did no movies. He ain't in no sitcoms, no skits, nothing like that, right? He just was basically put out there to make young people on the Vine be cool with gay people. Because this gay guy was making them laugh. To be cool and accept, people their age walking around in a dress and, you know, putting on wigs and stuff just to be funny, right? The same way they would accept a Medea, the same way your parents would accept a grandmama or, you know, a Joanna man or whatever, right? So it's like, these are the type of things they've been literally engineering us to accept that type of stuff. And it's no different with the integration. It's no different with straight up homosexuality and the transgender stuff, right? It's different things that they were sprinkling into the atmosphere to make us be okay with it when they finally slammed the hammer on the whole agenda, right? There wasn't a Joanna man and a grandmama. There wouldn't have been a Medea. If there wasn't a Medea, you wouldn't be cool with the transformer that's pretending to be a female stripper being at the strip club. Would you? Right? You wouldn't be okay with the transformer in the octagon breaking the actual woman's skull in half because it's actually a nigga, right? With a whole bunch of testosterone that just put on some real tiny tights, still got all his muscles and everything, big ass chin. Like, bruh, what are y'all doing? Why are you accepting this? It's because society has integrated you with the people that make you do that type of stuff, that make you turn the blind eye and say, this is cool. Yeah, he wants to be a girl. Let him be a girl. I don't care if he breaks this girl's skull. Like, it is what it is. She decided to get in the ring with him. She knew what she was getting into. What? This girl got in the thing to be a fighter. She done been training for the last 15 years to fight women. And in the last 5 years, you hadn't made it legal for men to fight women. What the hell is she supposed to do? Change her whole career? Or keep fighting? They know this type of stuff's going to happen, though. So they allow it to go down, right? What you going to do? Take your kids out to school? Because we gave them dragged reading time? You know you can't do that. You ain't got no money to homeschool them. You ain't got no bread to pay a babysitter and a tutor. Sit your black behind down and let your kid go to school with Mr. Johnson. And let him wear his dress. Right? And she is going to take them to lunch and bring them back and read them a Harry Potter book and read them Jack and Annie. Right? Tell them all about Merlin. And even teach them some magic. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Magic tricks. Look, kids, look what I can do. Right? Because that's what be going on in school now. All right, kids, pull out your book. Let's read the gay BCs. A is for apostrophe. B is for bisexual. C is for colonoscopy. Like, what the hell is the damn... What? Flip Wilson, who that?
You don't know who Flip Wilson is? You don't know Flip? Wait a minute. Yeah, you too young. You don't remember Flip Wilson.
Is we talking about
Heard that name.
Above the Rim?
No.
I've heard that name, but I don't remember who Flip Wilson is.
I'm going to show you real quick.
Cool J.
I'm going to show you real quick who Flip Wilson is real quick.
Flip Wilson.
Because Captain Yakim Ya brought him out. This is Flip Wilson.
Oh, Lil Flip, the real one. That's who they want.
Now you see this right here?
Flip Wilson.
Cool.
Game over.
Game over.
The first one. Yo, that's crazy.
He played Geraldine, and that's what we all know him as on the Flip Wilson show.
All right, so we had Geraldine, Joanna Man.
Right.
What's the one Jamie Foxx played? Shanae.
No. Jamie Foxx played Wanda.
No, that's Martin. Who Jamie Foxx played?
Wanda.
So it's like, bruh, way back then, they had brothers doing it, right? Geraldine. Yeah, you know damn well I wasn't gonna know who that was. That's past me and Ari's age group.
I go back to the late 60s, early
Yeah, I
70s.
ain't nowhere near there. You know what I'm saying? That's Martin Luther King them time period. You feel me? But yeah, so that would be your old time Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? Your old time Medea, Tyler Perry. Your old time Joanna Man, right? Because people my age watch that. We used to see Joanna Man all the time on BET, right, Boaz? Boaz used to be watching it with his eggnog.
Hey man,
Mhm.
hold on. With eggnog.
All right, look. So what we got to understand is this: there's clearly an agenda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't have been able to start without integration.
Right.
And, once again, the integration isn't Martin's fault, but there's certain things biblically that we got to bring out, right? That basically are going to explain how the things that he brought out in that speech that weren't written in the speech actually messed us up and have allowed us to be in the situation that we're in, right? I don't even want to hear the rest of his damn apology.
You don't?
I'm gonna let y'all hear it, but I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
The first person to dress up as Jesus. I'm not the
As we just saw, he ain't the first person to dress up as a girl either, right? The difference between him and the other people that dress up as a girl and him and the other people that dress up as Jesus is he's the only one that we know is actually gay. You feel that? He's the only one. Y'all ever seen Geraldine kiss a man on TV?
I never seen it.
I don't
But
think it ever happened. Not in the 60s.
I don't know. We have to ask Captain Yakum Ya.
You gotta, hey, bro. We need your expertise now.
It might have been an episode where he might have did a little peck. I don't know.
Now Shanae has kissed a nigga before, haven't it?
I've never seen Shanae do that either.
I know Martin kissed a man before.
Oh well, shit.
He liked it.
Mm.
I seen it. I know he kissed a dude on a TV show before. But yeah, Kevin Hart kissed a man on TV. I think he kissed The Rock.
Kevin Hart was
who he kissed? He kissed somebody.
After Cat Williams did what he did, people were sharing the video with him and Shaq having been.
Yeah, that whole Shaq thing was so Shaq is one of them high level dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shaq is big in this thing.
We do know without a doubt.
I used to see Shaq. I used to see Shaq leaving the Freemason Lodge up the street, and it's a blue lodge. If you know anything about masonry, he ain't leaving no Prince Hall Lodge with the niggas. Shaq go with the old white guys, old dusty, crusty dudes.
Mm-hmm.
His lodge got 1916 on it. Old crusty white man, right? Blue lodge. He be walking out of there. So, like, yeah, Shaq is a boule for sure. But I'm saying he's also a Scottish Rite Mason. So he got different privileges than the rest of the people. You know what I mean? He ain't your regular boule guy. He's what Martin was trying to get to. You feel me? He's what Shannon and all them other guys want to be. You're Kevin Hart's. They're trying to get to Shaq's level, right? Scottish Rite. Exactly. If you know anything about them, do your research. I got family members that were Scottish Rite. So I showed you one of them last week. Anyway, so yeah, Lil Nas is actually not apologizing, but look at what's written here. This is what a step in the right direction. Oh, wait. This is what a step in the right direction look like. Thank you, Lil Nas X. God will never stop you loving you, brother.
Oh, I got something.
Don't that sound like it? Ain't that what he talk like? All right, look.
The first rapper. I'm not the first artist, and I won't be the last. And I know, like, given my history. Hello, everyone.
The history of being gay.
If you know the "Call Me by Your Name" video,
that was really gay.
Anything that I do related to religion.
He said, "Call me by your name." And he's dancing on a devil, Satan. He's twerking.
Dancing on another man.
Yeah, saying, "Call me by your name." He's telling Satan why he's doing what Shaq was doing to Kevin Hart to him. Call me Satan. You understand? Okay.
Can be seen as like mockery.
And now he thinks he could dress up as Jesus, and it's not going to be seen as mockery. Interesting.
That just was not the case with this. And I will say though, with the communion video, with me eating with all of Christianity's rules and whatnot, the crackers and juice.
So the communion video is the video we just saw that Boaz posted first with him, eating the crackers and juice. Pause. Because it's got to be a pause after he says that. So once he did that, he's basically explaining that.
I thought that video was going to be the video to lighten the mood, to take it down like less serious or whatnot. I thought that was something that we all wanted to do as kids or whatnot, but I didn't understand.
Nigga, what?
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 What kid?
You wanted to take the body of Jesus that everybody's supposed to share in the room and eat it all for yourself, you selfish duck monkey? Really? And drink all the juice? You ain't want to leave me no Welch's? You know that's my favorite juice, nigga.
Donkey!
Come on, bro. It's crazy. So, Lil Nas, right? What do y'all think so far? What are you saying?
I just got a bunch of precepts for this guy.
Bring him out.
Wait, not yet. Let's let him finish. He got more.
Understand.
He don't even look serious, dude. He just look like you full of Edomite shit.
Damn, that didn't
the idea of
Never mind.
The reality of what it is. It's me eating the communion, which is like the symbolism of like Jesus's blood and bones or something like that. I don't remember completely.
You didn't even look it up before you came on to apologize for it? Blood and bones, nigga? What you think? That just showed you.
What was the bones for, though? Like,
he told you what he do. Blood and bones. Yep. Skull and bones. Right? People he works for. Something like that. I think he knows what he's doing. And D1 is too much of a Edomite to understand. Because y'all seen his daddy, right? D1? Or the old guy that he be calling Papa or whatever the hell. I know you say that's his grandpa, but we ain't never seen his dad. So I think that's his pops.
But I did not mean it as like a cannibalism thing or whatever the freak.
Nobody thought you. Wow, this nigga dumb. So because he thinks that people, did y'all catch that? Because he knows people think that the bread is supposed to represent the body of Christ. He thinks that people are outraged at him shoving the whole bucket of bread in his mouth, pause, and then drinking all the juice afterwards. He thinks that they're appalled at that because they think it has something to do with cannibalism. Right? Does that make any sense to y'all? Stupid. Does that make any sense to y'all?
I got nothing.
Okay.
But I do apologize for that. I will say I am sorry for that. That was overboard. Though I don't know if the Call Me by Your Name video. I know not everybody follows Christianity by the book 100%, or
Nobody but the Israelites.
Right.
the world would be a lot crazier.
Wait.
I was just gonna say we know we don't follow Christianity, but follow Christ. Yes.
Well, he said, he said nobody follows the Bible 100% to the T, and then he said,
Yeah.
And then he said he thinks the world would be a lot crazier if they did. But that just shows how much he doesn't know about the Bible, because the world is crazy as hell now, and you just said what the facts are. Most people aren't following the Bible at all. Not to a part of the T, let alone to the T, right? Most of the Christians, the T is just a line and another line on top of the line, right? Most Christians don't even got one of the lines. It's an I, not a T. So that situation we're in right there, right? And well, yeah, he don't have to apologize, right? He didn't even give an apology. He said his first words was literally, I'm not really going to apologize, but I'm going to say this. So it's not an apology. He basically told them that at the beginning. Even though he ended up apologizing for one thing, the rest of it he's not apologizing for. Feel me? So the only thing he actually gave an actual apology for was the communion of what he called the blood and bones. Yeah, Judah. So that's the only thing he apologized for. Everything else he didn't care about. Dressing up as Moses, nope. Laying on the cross, nope. With a lace front, in a toga. What? I probably shouldn't even pray that, but I want to so bad, because the Bible says in Zephaniah 1:8 that he will come and punish the king's children, right? And sometimes I be wanting y'all to be punished. I ain't gonna lie. I know we're supposed to pray that all Israel might be saved, but sometimes I be feeling why Paul was like, all Israel ain't Israel, because we got niggas like this who've been around since then. And when you really get the magnitude of the type of things that he's helping them push, and you see the magnitude of how it's actually affected our specific communities, Black, Hispanic, Native American, you see that, well, he succeeded in helping them F us up. And it ain't really nothing we could do about it besides preach the Bible that he even admitted most of our people don't give a damn about. So what are we supposed to do? What do we do? Because he got all the power in the world to just keep, mocking.
But I do apologize for that.
No, you don't.
What was I going to say?
He don't even look serious.
This is not like to try to get everybody on my good side or whatnot. This is more so to clear.
He don't need nobody on his good side, because he's going to be successful no matter what, because of the things he's already allowed the Edomites to accomplish. There's a whole generation of young people now that don't know or understand that what they were born as is what they are. Now they're thinking they can choose. We used to say God don't make mistakes. Now they teach that he does. God did make a mistake. That's what they teach now. So what we got to understand is none of these things would be possible if it weren't for different forms of integration. So now that we got that out the way, let's get these precepts. Let's let y'all enjoy the rest of your night, right? Your MLK day that you had to work on. Because even they know it's not a real holiday. It's just a day they gave you guys to be happy, like your Juneteenth. But because I know that there was a time when a lot of people got off work for Martin Luther King Day, right? And then they stopped it. So the reason they stopped it and never brought it back is because black people weren't outraged when they stopped Martin Luther King Day like they were outraged when they stopped Juneteenth. But the reason they gave you Juneteenth instead of Martin Luther King Day is because, well, they realized when you start fighting for Juneteenth, you're actually that damn docile, so they got you. Right? We never used to fight for 4th of July. We used to celebrate it because it's a day for us to get off work and barbecue. Because of slavery, a lot of our people like the colors red, white, and blue in unison, so they'd be wearing the flag. But other than that, it wasn't really nothing to us. You guys wanted your own Independence Day so bad that they gave you a Juneteenth. And now most of you get the day off. So, and guess who else gets the day off? All the white people that work at your jobs too. So they get their Independence Day off and they get your not Independence Day off because you're just as much a slave now as you was on Juneteenth. Nothing has changed. They can still kill you in the streets. Depending on the situation and where you are, you might still have to look at the ground when you pass a white person walking on the sidewalk when it's sundown. Because they still hang niggas in 2024. In case you didn't know. Now you know. So there's a lot of things, right? But I'm going to say it one more time before we get to precepts. All of these things wouldn't be possible if it weren't for integration. And it's not just Martin Luther King that we have to blame for that because they make it a Martin thing. But it's really a bunch of people that we have to blame, right? Martin's speech was just a catalyst that they used to put it all in the forefront because it made him famous and it became a big deal once he became famous, right? Had he not gotten the clout that he gotten off of that speech, had it been in a church somewhere and not where, you know, like in DC where 1 million people could stand there and watch him, had it been in a little black church in Atlanta or something like that, Alabama, Mississippi, wouldn't have got famous. Wouldn't even been in the newspaper. But because he said what he said at the time he said it, they were able to use it to their advantage. And Esau being a cunning hunter, he did that. Right? So, real quick. From the New York Times. 15 things you might not know about the I Have a Dream speech. If somebody could give me Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 23, please.
Okay. It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 23.
Uh-huh.
Am I God at hand?
Start at 25. My bad.
Okay. Verse 25. I have heard what the prophet said that prophesied lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed.
Right. Now, what we're about to read is the breakdown of the I Have a Dream speech. You're going to read that Malcolm, Martin, I don't know why I keep calling him Malcolm. Martin had a dream that he dreamed, right? He spoke about it in a lot of different speeches, in a lot of different conversations with people that weren't speeches, right? And due to this fact about him always bringing up this dream that he had and this plethora of dreams, I should say, he was asked to tell them about the dream during the speech. And the dream, out of the plethora of dreams he's spoken about, the one dream he decided to spill in front of all the white people was the dream of white people and black people getting to sit at the same table and eat fried chicken. Right? White people and black people being able to eat at Golden Corral.
And Denny's.
And Waffle House. And go to school together. Yeah.
Right.
That was the big one, right? I want them to get a good education like us. Then what they started doing was redlining. So they put the trailer trash white kids in a good education like us, which isn't really that good education. And then they give all the regular white people, you know, their own school where they actually get what Martin wanted for us. Right?
Right.
So they still found ways around it. It's like if you're not going to do it the Most High's way, it's not going to work. That's just the bottom line. And we didn't do it the Most High's way. So this talks about I have dreamed, I have dreamed. When we read it in the New Living Translation or the NIV, let me see, Jeremiah 23, 25,
Mm-hmm.
NIV. Wow. Okay, hold on. All right, there we go. All right. So let me put this up here right quick before I read y'all that thing on the dream. And we get these couple of precepts. Let me see, Jeremiah. All right, bet. So look, check this out. Jeremiah 23:25 in the NIV. I have heard what the prophets say who prophesy lies in my name. They say, I had a dream. I had a dream. Right? They put it like that in the new in the NIV version, which we know is translated recent times, because they know that this verse is talking about the speech that Martin Luther King gave, right? He's a prophet. He is a Israelite. He is somebody who is ethnically one of the people of the seed of Israel. And that dream that he gave that was a lie proves that, right? He literally gave a dream that was a lie, and that dream put us in a situation where our lives are basically screwed the moment we're born simply because of the people we're born around and the conditions that we're born in, right? We don't have any resources for ourselves and people we could go to get resources for ourselves because they burned them all down to force us to be in close proximity to them and only use the resources that they give us, right? So that's that on that. Let's so Psalm 83, as the brother was reading earlier, right? That's the crafty council. That's what they've done. They've come together and created a crafty council to basically destroy us as a people. Give me Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4, somebody. And don't drop the Jeremiah either. With 23.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1 and verse 4. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
You see that? The wicked compass about the righteous. So they're passing us. They're all around us, right? And because they're all around us, persuading us to not do what's right, persuading us to not look at what's right, persuading us to not care about what's right. Wrong judgment proceeded. Now you're cool with your kids going to school with the drag reading time. Because I don't care what they do. It's their body. As long as they don't touch my kids, I'm fine. They're touching their brain, dummy. Your kids are impressionable.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting the impression that it's okay to be a transsexual. If they eat enough pork, they might actually become one. Right? So it's like the things y'all got to understand about this whole thing. The reason it was important for me to bring this class out to me from my perspective is there's a lot of things that we could say happened because of this MLK speech. Right? And he didn't even write it. He just said some words that complimented the crap that they wrote. But the gist of what he said, even the dream he had, came from the words that were written on the piece of paper that didn't come from his brain. It was given to him by a fake Jew and the king of all coons. Maybe, if it was possible, the resurrection of Judas himself. Clarence Jones. Right? So Slack you. So like that's the magnitude I want you guys to understand about the situation. Right? Wrong judgment is proceeding now, all because of this one event. The women got to lose husbands in the household after the civil rights movement, all because of this one event. Coretta Scott and all the women that were behind the men in the civil rights, they were holding their men down. Ironically, once a lot of these dudes got killed, right? They start putting the drugs on the streets. Things were left in women's hands. And the people that they were around, right? The people that persuaded your Angela Davises of the world made them like Rock from Raising Canaan, right? And then the rocks from Raising Canaan raised Canaan, and Canaan raised a bunch of knuckleheads, right? Like the kid he killed in the movie. Even the movies telling you how our lives actually go, or the TV show, whatever you want to call it. So it's the same concept. The same crap they did back in the day, they're doing now. And it's gotten so bad, they could put it in the TVs, and y'all still don't realize what the hell going on. Y'all just think it's entertainment. Really, it's your life right in your face. So, wrong judgment proceeded. Right? The right judgment is not going forth. Only the wrong judgment is going forth. And when right is established and it's trying, it tries to be taught to people who have only been doing wrong, society's so messed up now that you a square or you weird for trying to teach people how to do right.
Right.
That's how bad things are now. Right? So it's all because of integration and the people that we've been forced to integrate with. I promise you that. If we get to the point where we do what the Bible says and gather together, things change. And they can't stop it. And they know this, which is why they continue to feed you the doctrine of being with and around them. The doctrine of the glory of the Grecians is best of all. Right? The doctrine of land of the free, home of the brave. Do what you want here. Don't behave. That's this place. Right? So, Sirach chapter 34, verse 1. And if you still got the Jeremiah, finish that, read the verse 27.
Okay. Verse 26. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yeah.
Yeah. How long? He even say, yeah. That's the Most High. Here, brother. So, yeah. How long are we going to be thinking that we're supposed to be integrated with these people? How long are we going to be thinking that we're supposed to be around them? Having this dream that one day things will get better. One day they'll treat us the way that we want to be treated, the way that we treat them. One day they'll open the door for your black behind. One day they'll give you the promotion. One day, I don't know. One day, any damn thing. Like, just one day. So, it's a lot of things that this whole nuance brings into perspective when you really get deep into it. But main thing I want you to understand is if we gather together, the lifestyles that we live now aren't the lifestyles that we live now. They can automatically become better because of the things that we're able to do in our own communities without the people that we are integrated with. The mindsets of our people are going to be different because of the people that we're around, our people, right? The beliefs that we have are our beliefs. So to not have our beliefs, just like it's weird to be a thinker like the people that watch our channel and stuff like that, and people in our camp, people in our congregation, right? The way that we think makes us outsiders to the world, right? We're in the world, we're not of the world, like the scriptures say. But the way we think is what really separates us. That's how we know, right? The people who don't think like us, say you're in a relationship with a girl that doesn't think like you. She thinks like a girl in the world. It's not gonna work.
Not gonna work.
It ain't.
Not gonna work.
Because like, and vice versa for the men, like a woman with a man, right? But it's not gonna work because of the mindsets. You're not equally yoked. Two can't walk together unless they be agreed, right?
That's right.
The way Esau lives is a certain way. He's a vile creature. We're not like that, right? Majority of us, I'll say. So that being the case, if we was around ourselves in our right mind, spreading our ideas and our culture and our morals around each other, as opposed to another nation's, right? There'd be certain things that they wouldn't even be able to trick us with. Certain trick bags we would never find ourselves in because we'd be able to automatically see past it just off the things that we think like amongst ourselves, the things that we say and spread amongst ourselves, right? So we could go ahead and wrap it up. Give me that Sirach, chapter 34.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 34. What verse did you call out?
Verse 1 and 2.
Verse 1 and 2. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34, verse 1. The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools.
See that? So dreams lift up fools. And the dream that he had, unfortunately, lifted up all of our people. And it wasn't something that was supposed to do that. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 2. Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind.
If you're having dreams and you're not really like able to put things into action, if you're just having dreams and thinking the dream's gonna happen, dream, then you're casting at a shadow, right? You'd be better off trying to make something shake as opposed to doing that. Go ahead.
Verse 3. The vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face.
God, that's all I want. So, the dream that he had also was something we weren't really supposed to be indulging in. But because of people don't read the Bible, there were plenty versions of the King James that still had this apocrypha in it back then. I promise you that. But because our people haven't been reading the Bible for that damn long, it's a lot of things that we just never caught on to. So that's unfortunately the facts here. So, give me Jeremiah 6 and 14. Because with the situation that we're in now, with the starting of everything with MLK and stuff and ending basically with the Lil Nas X's of the world, right? Now they've put us in a situation where, like I said, it's weird to try to call any of this stuff out. But aside from it being weird to call it out, right? It's also put us in a situation where when you call it out, you're automatically like at war with everybody. Not just the people in the community that you're calling out, but the people that support them from your community as well. And that's because they're all in a state of wanting to be at peace with each other. When the Bible tells us something about peace. Go ahead.
God, it's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse 14. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people, slightly saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace.
There is no peace. But they've tried to heal the hurt of us by saying peace, peace, right? Yo, chill out. Hey, I know y'all hurt and everything like that, but just calm down a little bit. Let's talk this out for a second. Like, nah. Because when something happened to us, ain't no talking it out. You getting the police to kill us if you're not trying to do it yourself. If you don't let the police pull up for a Jewish person or something like that, it's a wrap for you. Right. Just know that.
Right.
But peace, peace, right? There is no peace. So those are the type of things that I want you guys to understand about this, man. A lot of situations we find ourselves in the ways that we live our life are only the way they are because we've integrated with the people that hate us, right? And they've been taught through their school system that you guys participate in, to hide the hate, and not show it to the extent that it really is. So you could be working with them, and because they're always, seeming to be cool with you, you think they're actually cool with you, but they really don't give a damn about you. So, that's the type of stuff I want you guys to point out and understand and keep into your mind when it comes to not just the enemy, but the things that they do when you see it on TV, whether you see it on a class, whether you see it in real life, right? Be mindful of all these different things and realize, like, sometimes I even want y'all to ask yourself and say, I'm gonna say to yourself, would some of these things that I'm saying be possible if we were in our own situation? If we had our own communities? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't letting no Lil Nas X's come around. They're gonna have to stay here with their white man.
Right.
Because he wouldn't talk to them to be like that. Right? Like, that's the type of stuff that I want brothers and sisters to really get in the mindset of. Because whether you like it, understand, believe it or not, that's what Martin was trying to get us to do at the end of his days. He was trying to get us to be in a situation where now that we are following him, right, or listening or whatever it is, there's certain things that you can go back and look up once you figure out the facts of the things that he said, right? And once you realize, yeah, he started off trying to get us to integrate, but at the end of the whole thing, he was trying to get us to separate. You have to ask yourself why. And once you find out why, because the answer's out there, you realize he realized that he was part of the agenda at first, but then flip the script. Shalom, King. And basically just told everybody, yo, I ain't gonna make it to the mountaintop with you, but I've seen the mountaintop. I've been to the promised land, and y'all gonna make it.
Right.
Right? Like, you know what was going on after that? The fact that they didn't let him live through it proves that. Because Farrakhan's still alive. Right? Only reason he's not teaching that Jacob is Esau and Esau is Jacob is because we told him he can't do that. Remember? So, that's the type of stuff I just don't want y'all to forget. Y'all got any precepts y'all want to bring out right quick? I basically got all the important ones I wanted.
Yeah, I have a few of them, but I ain't gonna go into all of them. I'm gonna go into this one. Psalms 1:1. It says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful."
Beautiful.
Like all of that was going on in the video, and like our people, they'll sit back here and like you're saying, you know what I'm saying? They'll accept that type of apology type stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like you sitting in the seat of the scornful. Like, come on now.
What's that second part you said? About advisors or wise counsel or something?
Walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
There you go. Counsel of the ungodly. Salaki. So just to show you, right? All right. So it says, hold on. King had previously used his dream rhetoric many times before, he acknowledged, in lesser known speeches. King may have taken the dream language from the 22-year-old Prathia Hall, which, if that's crazy, if that's true, that's crazy, who used it during a speech at the burnt remains of the Mount Olive Baptist Church. The night before the speech, King's advisor, Wyatt Walker, suggested he not use this of that dream stuff during the March on Washington speech, calling it trite and cliche. King didn't write the speech entirely by himself. The first draft was written by the whole first draft was what? The whole first draft, not first paragraph, guys. First draft, meaning when they tell you Martin wrote it, Martin copied the first draft on a piece of paper with his hands and his fingers in a pen. But everything he wrote was already on another piece of paper by somebody else.
It sounds more like proofreading.
Yeah, that damn, Knock, you smart, because I think that's exactly what it was. There's even things where they say he stayed up all night writing that article. No, I think he stayed up all night making sure he wasn't gonna sound like a damn illiterate nigga on stage. So he was proofreading. And it took him that long because he probably was a little bit illiterate. Because let's be honest, black folks in the 50s, after you destroyed all our good stuff, most of them got, a couple kids in the house, and there's certain things you can't provide for everybody. So it's like there's not a whole lot of things that, just happened back then like that. So people back in these times, in this situation, there's certain ways they live in their lives, certain things that they're doing and not doing. Martin is in a place where at the beginning of his life, he lives a certain life. Towards the end of his life, he's being basically forced in a situation where everything he experienced at the beginning of his life is completely different, right? It's a bunch of racism and all this other stuff at the beginning. Towards the end, everybody's trying to pull him in and be his best friend. So it's confusing. He has a dream, and this dream he has is conflated with all these different experiences that he's had up until the point of making this speech. Not to mention, he just spent all night proofreading a speech that he didn't write. That's basically encouraging this dream that he keeps talking about. Right? And, you're not supposed to have many counselors. And read that part you just read again, the last part.
God. Not in the counsel of the ungodly.
And you're not supposed to have counsel from ungodly people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But unfortunately, that's what is the demise of a lot of our people. They get counsel from ungodly people, and that ends up being what, either destroys them or gets them killed. Ain't nothing we can do about that. So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to kind of bring it out to y'all to show y'all. He had 2 advisors, right? As I said. And, well, neither one of them were for him. He had the Stanley Levison. If you know anything about Jewish people, this is a Jewish man, most likely pretending to be from the tribe of Levi.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, crazy, right? And then we got good old Clarence. So he was pretending to be Martin's best friend, colleague, and he was a lawyer. So not only does Clarence have right to write Martin's speeches, when he needs something done to go to jail or to get out of jail or to post bail or however they did any of that stuff back then, right? Clarence has access to all of that. Ain't that crazy? Damn, this is crazy. But Clarence has access to all of that. So that's the stuff I want you guys to realize and understand, man. All right. I don't really got much else for y'all. One thing I do want to bring out, Matthew 6:33. Things would be a lot different if we have activists that do things the way that the Most High intended for us to do it and not the way that they want to do it, right? The Boule being a group that focuses on material possessions and wealth, once Martin started getting that, they knew that would be something they could sway him with. And it did. But had he done what Matthew told us, him being Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King or Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, however you want to say it, the point that he's Reverend, he should have always put the Most High and the Most High's word first. But the situations where he didn't, right? Not to say he didn't care about it, but certain situations where, he didn't do what Matthew 6:33 says.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, he was able to be put in the situation he was in. So read that right quick.
This book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah, man. I believe Martin was trying to use the Mammon of unrighteousness and really didn't get the things added to him like he wanted, or like he thought. And that backfiring like in the end. So, there's ways to be smarter about it, but I always want our people to realize, and I want you guys to understand, it's always better to choose us than it is to choose any like other people. You feel me? And huh?
Oh, go ahead, Adawan.
Oh,
Slakia.
and people that willingly choose the other folks, they're not people that are ever be in a situation to be able to help us out the way that we want. So that's really all I got. Little punk Nas, yeah. MLK ain't got a damn thing in common. Okay. So, brother, you must have missed the whole lesson, right?
He
Yeah,
did.
he came in late. He
All
didn't know
right.
what he was
So
talking about.
Al-Qibalan, man, don't know nothing about what you're talking about. Because I just proved how they had a lot of things in common. Right? I ain't talking about nothing gay. But as far as the agenda that they pushed, the fact that you an Israelite and you think you're an Al-Qibalan man and you spelled it wrong just
Right.
proves that, what Martin did is just as dumb as the stuff that Lil Nasty X does, right? Lil Nas X is pushing transgenderism and homosexuality on our people, and you are pushing stupidity on our people, and it's all because of the people that Martin allowed us to integrate with, which is the same people pushing what Lil Nasty X is integrating and pushing, right? The same people that pushed Al-Qibalan on our people in the 90s, right? Who obviously you're following. So all of us, well, not us, y'all are all following the white folks, right? Martin jumped in line with him as a Boule member, and when he realized he was messed up, he dipped off. And when he tried to let us know what the deal was and prove that we were Israelites, he got shot in the face for it, right? So those are the things we got to understand. Hebrews, Hyksos, Habarus were pale demons. You see what I'm saying? This is a duck monkey, so don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Slakia.
Hebrews weren't pale. There's a type of Hebrew that is pale, but the Hebrews weren't pale. Hyksos, rulers of foreign lands, right? Alexander wouldn't be considered a Hyksos. They were dead before then, and he's the first white guy to get to Egypt, right? He's actually his people, Mr. Al-Qibalan man, the pale demons. They're the ones that made up the word Al-Qibalan. That's not an African word, smart guy. Just like Africa isn't an African word, smart guy. So, it's, you said you grew up in the 50s. Hold on. It's something trying to, all right, whatever, bro. I'm busy right now. Come on. All right. Said, what Judah said? Your comment proves that the comment worked, and it also proves that you just came in and commented and didn't watch none of the class. Facts. So he goes, and I know y'all brothers probably sleepy. If y'all want to dip out, y'all could go, man. I'm gonna just deal with this dude for 2 seconds, and I'm gonna be out this thing right.
Oh, I got something, Adawan. You know what I'm saying?
Let me read this comment right quick. He changed after he met Malcolm X, and he was getting ready to unite. See, niggas don't know what y'all talking about. You older than me, and you don't know what you're talking about, and that's not good, right? Because y'all are supposed to understand and know the history and teach the history the correct way. Al-Qibalan, man. They were going to unite way before the death, right? As I told you guys at the beginning of class, which Al-Qibalan, the fake African man, missed, right? Malcolm at the end died as a real Muslim, not giving a damn about black people. He cared about Arab people at that time. That's what got him shot in the head, because his people realized that. He became a real Muslim. He was preaching that Israelite stuff out the Quran first, like Farrakhan, and then he became a real Muslim, right? And then after Martin was a Gandhi follower, right? A real East Indian, softy, if you will, skinny. They wave their arms like this when they walk. Y'all can't even see me. I ain't finna do it though. They wave their arms like Lil Nas X when they walk. You seen the East Indian man. No matter how much hair they got on their body, they all move like they all could be belly dancers. And you know I'm not lying. So the point I'm making is that Gandhi, being the way he is, I mean, you know I'm telling the truth or not. You know you be seeing them at the store walking with their little sandals on, and they all be walking like they could be Shakira backup dancers or something. So like the dude that Martin was following was Gandhi, who was real soft. He wasn't about putting up the dukes or fighting or guns or none of that stuff. Once Martin realized that wasn't going to help us, he became a black man again. And when he started talking like a black man, that was, that's what got us killed. Well, him killed. When he died, we all died, damn it. That's what got us killed. Because he put them in a situation to do what they did to us, force us to integrate, lose the mind of, defending our pride as black people, quote unquote, because that's what they was calling us back then and stuff, right? But our pride as a nation. We had a nationality type pride back then, right? That was the black power thing. That's where the fist comes from, remember? Niggas don't do that no more because that whole mindset is gone. Now you're the Al-Kibulan man calling me racist for talking about punk ass Gandhi. It don't make sense. Gandhi was racist. He ain't like Martin. Martin read a book. Wake up. Come on, bro. So
a lot of things that he's saying, it's almost as if we don't know. You came into class late. Hey, brother, come to the class on Wednesday night, 9 p.m. on YouTube, same channel, Anointed House of Saints.
It's like it.
We all change once we know the truth, right? And I'm not saying he didn't, but the way you came in was like they didn't have nothing in common. They did. Martin let the white man integrate us, and Lil Nas X is letting the white man turn our children into faggots, homosexuals. It's lucky. Sorry, YouTube. We more than 2 minutes in, though. They should be all right. So yeah, that's what it is, though, right? That's what it is. We can be racist. The Bible is racist. What do you mean? And we can't be racist if you know anything about that. Al-Kibulan, man. You Egyptologist black guys supposed to be smart.
That's I was about to ask that.
What?
If he was
racist?
Egyptology or something.
Racist, prejudice plus power, right? Yeah, we can be prejudiced, but we don't have no power here. That's what we talking about. That's Martin helped us not have any, helped us lose it, right? And Lil Nasty X is helping them keep the power over us. That's the point. That's how I'm saying they're the same. It ain't got nothing to do with how they dress, who wears lipstick and who don't, right? We don't know what Martin was doing at the Boule parties. They might have been like Diddy parties, but you never know. Not saying they were, but you never know. Diddy got his ideas from somewhere. He's an alpha. Just saying. Go ahead.
Salaki, I just want to second what Captain Judah just put down. It says, nah, come to class on time or be quiet when you come in late so you're not trying to kick knowledge in defense of an argument that's not being made.
No, you should have said the or, like Judah said.
Right. Oh, yeah, right. Or be quiet. Al-Kibulan, man, you came in late, brother. You came in late. So a lot of things of what you're saying is totally to the left. So why don't you come to class? We have a class coming up on Wednesday called Wild Out Wednesday, 9 p.m. Same time as this class starts. Come to class and participate with us. Then you can know we can have a dialogue that way.
Or you could take all your things, pack them up in a bag, and keep moving to the left.
Right. Because a lot of things he's saying as if you were late, brother. You were late.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So go to the kitchen, the biggest knife, and cut all the BS out, brother.
Right.
Please.
Yeah.
Races are individuals, groups, clanners, and populations, all people on the planet. He said worldwide Caucasians, but I'm saying all people on the planet who believe in and practice supremacy, because it's not just white supremacy. I believe we're supreme over white people. So if I believe that, it's just supremacy, right? And domination, which the Israelites will have over all the nations, right? One
That's
nation under God, for the God, by the God, right? Bow.
See, look, brother. You made a comment. I know I was late, but you cannot compare him to Lil Nas. You were
can't
not
tell me
here
what I
for
can't
the
do.
class. You do not know what was spoken of. So you are very prematurely making statements that you know nothing about.
Hey, right now, I'll keep it on, man.
I want everybody right now to throw tomatoes. Put tomatoes in the chat right now because he
For
gets
Kibulan.
Hey, I'll keep it on, man. Before we go, I want you to know, right? I could
tomatoes
liken
in the
you.
chat.
I could liken you to Lil Nas X right now. You wanna know why and how? Because we had a class where we had everybody on one accord, and they teaching, well, they're learning how Lil Nasty Nas X is the same as Martin Luther King because they both allowed the white men to reign over us in a myriad of ways, right? Lil Nas X has pushed the homosexuality agenda, the gay BC's agenda, the twerking on the devil agenda, make fun of Jesus and mock Christianity agenda, kissing boys in tail agenda. Like every homosexual agenda out there, he supported it openly, publicly, on TV, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, right? Martin Luther King openly supported joining hand in hand with the white man, which is against the Bible that he claimed to preach, which makes him a hypocrite. And the Most High said you can't be a hypocrite in the sight of men, right? Then we got the dreams. So, you know, like Judah said, if you want to talk for real and actually learn some stuff, send us an email. But don't try to teach us about something in the class that we already taught and you came late, right? I'll compare you to Lil Richard. That's cool. Compare me to Lil Richard. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, he needs to.
He said, act like a man and I'll treat you like a man. All right, so men hear the conclusion of the matter before and examine the truth before they make a like a decision or before they make some type of opinion, right? You didn't do what a man does. You acted effeminate like a woman. Mr.
being
Mitch,
the oppressor.
right? You sat there and jumped into class 2 hours late trying to tell us we don't know what we're talking about when we proved we knew what we were talking about 2 hours ago. In the first 5 minutes of us talking, after he did the shout outs, we proved how MLK and Nas X was the same. Then we just gave a bunch of different examples, showed videos, gave apologies, right? Malcolm gave an apology. Martin gave an apology after he integrated us into a burning house.
Yep.
Right? We just saw Lil Nas X give an apology after mocking our people in a burning house. So, I mean, the way that they're even forced to apologize is the same. If Lil Nas X gets shot in the face tomorrow, I won't be surprised. I'll just call it judgment. It is what it is. How you say someone doesn't know what they're talking about when you missed what they said? Ain't that crazy? That's like saying, hey, bro, you don't know what you ate for dinner last night.
Wait a minute.
But you wasn't there to see what I ate for dinner last night.
Wait a minute.
And I was there to see what I ate for dinner last night.
Salakia, read this.
This is our problem. All this hate, jealousy, and envy is why we will never unite as one. Wait.
He just totally.
So again, right? You are Martin Luther King, and you are the problem. You
That's right.
Kuna Rooney, right? So look, Al-Qibulan, man. Al-Qibulan is supposed to be the people who are African and all about Africans, right? But you sound like an Egyptology man, Egyptian lover, right? Because Egypt integrated with the white man. They're all one, right? That's why you got Ptolemy, Alexander, and Ra, and that dude that look like Barack Obama. What's his name? King Tut, right? That's why all of y'all on the same wall together. It's like the Mount Rushmore of Egypt. 2 white men and 2 Hamites. Look at that. So we're not Egyptians, rather. This is Egypt spiritually because they're trying to make it a melting pot, like I just explained to you the real Egypt is right now. You got white man history there. You got Hamite African history there. You got Ishmaelites there right now. Arabs, right? So that's 3 groups of people there. Moab and Ammon is making their way in with the gold and stuff as we speak right now. Don't be surprised if you start saying ling ling, ping ping, and ding a ling a ling on the walls. Right? So the things I want you guys to realize, and Al-Qibulan, man, is we already proved how they were the same. If you want to go see that, you can go and watch it, brother. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. We've been on for 2 hours and 22 minutes, and I'm not gonna argue with you no more. If you want to know what we said, you can go and rewind the video. Right? You Cooneroonie.
Yeah. I want to say something too, because he said earlier that what did he say? Let me pull it back up real quick. He says all this hate, jealousy, and envy is why we'll never unite as one. If he's saying hate towards our own people, where do we learn hate towards our own people from?
White folks.
Mr. Al-Qibulan, man. Where do we learn all the things in America? What did our ancestors have to go through? What did we fall into? We fell into their ways. We assimilated into their ways, right? Martin Luther King caused was one of the tools to cause our assimilation to where we are today, where we hate each other. We literally have what's called black on black crime, right? That was propagated by the things we went through here in America that we learned, envying our oppressor. Matter of fact, let me bring out a precept real quick. Everyone knows this precept, but maybe Al-Qibulan doesn't know. But I want to bring out Proverbs 3:31 because that's what he came in here as if we were, comparing Lil Nas X and Malcolm X, and didn't know what the hell was going on. Then comes in and says that we're hating, but everything we learned because of what Martin Luther King did and because of what actually Lil Nas X is doing now, it's caused the hate, has caused the envy. We learned all of this from our oppressor. We learned how to hate one another. We learned homosexuality. We learned that we should just all get along, right?
We learned still call ourselves Al-Qibulan, and it ain't got nothing to do with indigenous American. Right. Duck monkey. Go ahead, Knock.
Right.
Come on.
No, that's all I had to say. But you come in here talking on both sides of your neck, brother. You need to.
Judah, they called it Al-Qibulan and Wanawan. Turtle Island Al-Qibulan.
Come to class. Let's dialogue. Let's talk. And you need to learn. Be quiet. Shut your mouth and listen. That's what you need to do, brother.
Judah, it was Turtle Island Al-Qibulan. Atlantis and America and Atlanta.
And what else they call it? They call it
Greensboro.
Start with a T. I can't even think of the name of it right now. But anyway, it's neither here nor there.
Tech Mansur.
Okay.
Bruh.
God.
This man said, I'm an indigenous original Black American named Al-Qibulan, man. For those of you that don't know, Al-Qibulan is an Arabic word for Africa. It means not cold, or blackface land, or burnt land, depending on the translation. Right. It ain't even African. It's an Arabic word. Well, the word that the Ishmaelites used to use to call the land, but he's got that name on YouTube and then tells everybody he's an original Black American.
But black is just a color, Al-Qibulan.
Yeah.
And you're not black. I can guarantee you're not black, brother.
And
it's not black.
There's no such thing as an original American.
Right.
Right.
Makes no sense.
American.
Tell me how there's an original white man in a.
Yeah, right. You're an original white man. That sounds real good, right? I was about to say that's from Americo Vespucci, and he's a white guy. So you're the original white man. Okay, Edomite. That's what we should call you, Edomite man.
Hold up. He said blackness has nothing to do with color. It's a mind thing. So why are you identifying yourself as a black American?
I didn't say nothing about blackness. I said you're an Edomite man. That ain't got nothing to do with color either. That's a nation. The nation that God hates in the Bible, right? You said you're an original black American. You used the color. You said it has nothing to do with blackness. I didn't say black American has anything to do with blackness. I'm a Native American that they would call an original. I'm just telling you, there's nobody original to this land.
What's really crazy is black is just a black and white are social construct.
Yeah,
Come on,
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Right.
It's a mind thing. I identify myself as a mind
construct.
thing. It's not a color thing. It's a mind thing. I'm not black because I look brown. I'm black because my mind says I'm black, even though I'm brown. You just sound stupider.
What? All right, Slacky, what'd you say out of one with black man? He says it means power, intelligent, and class.
Show me where it says that.
Black means dark, lacking light.
Right.
And no color. That's literally what it means. What are you talking about?
Power, intelligent, and class.
What the hell?
Well, you know what? He would be what you would call a
very. That from the Black Law Dictionary. He's a Moor. Is that what you are? You're a black original Moor. You wear a fez.
Look what the captain said. Yeah, that's basically what he's saying, Cap. My nationality is
however I feel today. Yeah, black is a thing, so he's white. Wait. I got it. Black is a mind thing, so he's white.
Right.
Right. You got that from Taj Tariq Bey, right? I'll keep it on, man.
All right, brother.
Black and white is just a social class, right? It's not a color from the crayon box. Black actually means you're white, and white actually means you're black, right?
My goodness.
Hey man, the wicked flee with no man pursue. If he said youngsters, I'm out of here. Like
here go Captain.
He should have been punching him.
Hey, tomorrow my nationality is going to be relaxed.
Bro.
Hey,
what that look like? What relax? I want to know what relax look like.
Hey, last week my nationality was stressed. Hey, you can't make this up, man.
Bro. You can't make this up. This is wild.
Shalom, y'all.
Shalom. Oh my God. Damn. All right, y'all. We out.
Boy, I tell
On
you.
that note, we all go say shalom, man. Hey,
our people.
We are the Hebrew Israelites, and our nationality is shalom.
Well, we're not that quick, Cap. Not that quick. Not that quick. We gotta end the show like we always do. So I gotta give some shout outs to those who came in. Hey, but let's give some big ups. Let's get some what can we put up in the chat for the class tonight? Let's put up
You'll have to wait for that to fade out.
What do you say?
Wait for that to fade out.
Let's get some lions in the chat. Let's get some lions in the chat for the class tonight. Let's get some lions in the chat. While y'all do that, Boaz, can you get Daniel 7:18? I'm about to go ahead and give these ending announcements, and I'm gonna give a shout out real quick to those who came in later for the class. And I want to give a hearty shalom to Akmasha, shalom to you, shalom to Yohanan, shalom to the mighty officer Kadar Aharon, shalom to the mighty soldier James Jones, shalom to Ari Bethea, shalom to Mathania, and shalom, I'm going to give my shout out to Akabulan, man. Hey, you made our evening for the end of class.
I hope you email us, brother, for real.
Email us and show up to class. And so while I'm talking on classes, I hope everyone was edified this evening. I was edified. I had, I wrote some notes down. I wrote some things down I didn't know. So all praises for that. But hey, you can catch us all week long. You can catch Anointed House of Saints all week long. Our next class will be coming up on Wednesday with Captain Yahawada on our Wild Out Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also catch us Thursday night for our Torah portion classes with Captain Jonathan. That also starts, well, we usually have it listed starting at 9 p.m., but Captain likes to get started early. So show up at 8:30 at least, because I know he likes to start early. Also, we have our Friday night prayer, which is at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can call in. If you need that number, hey, any captains in the chat, if you have a number to the prayer line, please post in the chat line for those who may want to join us on our Friday night.
Post it as a comment so that people coming in after the chat can see it still. Don't post it in the chat. Post it or do it both. Post in the chat and the comment.
And in the comment, the water for that. Also, Saturday, Sabbath morning brew with Captain Aharon, of course, with a plethora of other captains and officers and soldiers that participate and come and give the word out to start your Sabbath morning. He says on the StreamYard banner.
You know how to do that?
Is it? I didn't know that. For the it is. There it is. I'm gonna roll it right now. There it is right there. The water, Captain Aharon. I didn't even know it was there. But so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Monday. Back to Milk Monday. You'll find us coming with you with an edifying lesson. So I hope again and all praise to the Most High for tonight's class. We're gonna go ahead and get Daniel 7 and 18 and let y'all get on home. Hey, and I know some of y'all saw my youngest son in the class tonight. I try to have them in the class. I only have them in the class when they don't have school. We got a snowstorm up here in Michigan, so they ain't got school tomorrow. So that's
okay.
Shout out to Michigan.
No doubt. So with that, let's get that Daniel 7:18.
On this book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High take the kingdom.
My bad. Salakia. One more. Prospect phase will begin in 6 days, January 21st. If you have not sent your email to the actual email yet, please send your email and write prospect phase or something along those lines in the description section so we know that you're emailing for the prospect phase. Don't just put an email with no description and expect us to know that we're supposed to read it for the prospect phase, because we don't know it's for the prospect phase. So we will end up getting to that email whenever we want. Since you have 6 days, write an email specifically for the prospect phase, and we will try to get to your email and add you to it.
Yeah, one more thing, because I did want to show this earlier, but I usually like to show at the end of class. Before we get to Daniel 7:18, I got something for y'all. Check it out.
AHOS.
A sharp for sock. Hey man, if you not here, you going off.
Save the date. Anointed House of Saints invites you to our Passover celebration in Atlanta, Georgia, on April 21st, 2024 at 7 p.m. Enjoy a weekend of family fun with events catering to all ages. It's a celebration you won't want to miss. Reserve your seats now at www.anointedhouseofsaints.org. Join us for a laid-back, joy-filled weekend with your loved ones. See you there.
All praise. That's right. Barakatah Yahweh. Let's get that Daniel 17 so we can get up on out. 7 and 18.
God, it's the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever, by Shema Mashiach Yahushua.
Shema Mashiach Yahushua. And with that, I am Officer Knock.
Shout all you all, the aristocrat.
Officer Boaz.
And we are the Anointed House of Saints. Thank you for participating with us this evening. And until next time, Shalom.
Shalom, yo.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, 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 black music, black music, black music, black music, black music, black music.